Some experiments changed science forever. Others should never have been done, but every experiment has a consequence. They raised a chimp, like a human baby. What happened next shocked psychology. Imagine this for a moment. You wake up one morning and in the same house you hear two babies crying. One is human, the other is a chimpanzee. They sleep in the same room, they eat the same food, they wear the same clothes, they are raised as brother and sister, and the scientists watching them believe one thing. If we raise an animal like a human, will it become human? This is not a movie. This is not fiction. This actually happened, and what it revealed about the human brain, language, and development was so disturbing that the experiment had to be stopped early. This is the true story of Winthrop and Luella Kellogg, and the experiment that crossed a line psychology would never cross again. In the early 1930s, psychology was obsessed with one debate: nature versus nurture. Are humans the way they are because of their biology, nature, or their environment, nurture? At the time, many scientists believed humans are different only because of how they are raised. So if you change the environment, maybe you could change the outcome. Winthrop Kellogg was a psychologist. His wife, Luella, was also trained in psychology. They didn't want to just talk about the debate. They wanted to test it, and they decided to test it in the most extreme way possible. The Kelloggs had a 10-month-old baby boy named Donald. Around the same time, they adopted a 7-month-old chimpanzee named Gua. Here's the shocking part. They didn't keep the chimp in a cage. They didn't treat her like an animal. They decided, we will raise the chimp exactly like our child. Same house, same attention, same rules, same love. No shortcuts. Gua, the chimpanzee, slept in a crib, drank from a cup, ate with a spoon, was dressed in baby clothes, was hugged, disciplined, and praised, heard human language all day. She was not trained like an animal. She was raised like a human baby. Meanwhile, Donald, the human child, was raised normally, but alongside the chimp. The scientists observed everything: motor skills, memory, emotions, language, learning speed. Every reaction was written down. At first, something unbelievable happened. The chimp was winning. Gua followed instructions better, learned tasks faster, had stronger early memory, was more emotionally controlled. Donald, the human baby, learned more slowly, cried more, took longer with simple tasks. At this point, the experiment seemed to prove greater than environment matters more than biology. The chimp looked more human than the human. But then, something went wrong. As months passed, the Kellogg's noticed something disturbing. Donald, the human child, began to change. He started making chimp sounds, growling, screeching, using fewer human words. His speech development slowed. Instead of the chimp becoming human, the human child was becoming chimp-like. This terrified the researchers. Language, the most important human ability, was being affected. After 9 months, the Kellogg's made a decision. They ended the experiment immediately. Gua was removed from the home. Donald was separated from the chimp. The damage to Donald's speech was temporary, but it was real. The experiment had crossed a boundary. The Kellogg's reached a powerful conclusion. You cannot teach a chimp to speak like a human no matter how it is raised. Why? Because the chimp brain lacks human language centers. The vocal cords are different. Biology sets hard limits. Environment matters, but it works within biology, not against it. Language is not just learned. It is wired into the human brain. Today, this experiment would be illegal. Why? A child's development was put at risk. An animal was treated unnaturally. There was no informed consent. Because of experiments like this, psychology created strict ethics rules, child protection standards, animal research laws. This experiment changed science, but at a cost. So what did we learn? We learned that humans are not blank slates. Biology matters. Language is uniquely human. Environment shapes us, but cannot rewrite us. And most importantly, just because something can be tested does not mean it should be tested. Science advanced, but a line was crossed. If you enjoyed this story, like the video, subscribe for more psychology stories. And remember, the human brain is more fragile than we think.